Hello, what is up? Welcome to another week of Go Get That Rose, recapping episode 2 and 3, I think, of Paradise. I am one of your hosts, Sarah. With me is my other host, Jay Wade.
It's so nice to be here today. Talk in this slow, raspy voice and extend certain words. Hey, everybody.
Were you making fun of a contestant?
Yes, I was making fun of a contestant who I used to like a lot. And now I just absolutely cannot stand her, dude.
Oh, that was not a good Demi.
How am I supposed
Demi's always like, oh my god, I'm going to steal all their men. It's like more like...
It's the raspy voice, and I drew out stuff. I said like a lot, like, I don't know.
I've seen a lot of people not like her this season. Like,
she's not at all who I was introduced to on last season.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know at all anymore. At all.
We're gonna be talking about.
I don't like her either.
Like who?
Demi. Your dog was just letting her feelings be known in the background.
Yeah, that's bad. My dog is like in the other room, and you could hear that. Like, oh, he's loud.
Yeah. He's like, dude, I don't like Demi either.
He's like, I agree. But we're gonna talk about 2 episodes. I really just want to talk about like 4 people. That's really it. To be honest, I thought these 2 episodes were like really boring.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Like, I just felt like they were like super long, super boring. Nothing really happened. Especially like the beginning of Bachelor in Paradise is always just insane. And these 2 episodes, I was like, I don't care. I don't really care about any of these people except for Tajwan. I think she's the only one I like.
She's great, dude. I like her. She cracks me up, man.
But like everyone else, I just don't. I mean, Abigail. I love Abigail.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Kaylin. But we didn't see a lot of Abigail or Noah. So I was just like, what up? Yeah, okay, so Monday's episode, the 2 biggest dramas I want to talk about is we'll talk about Demi and then Victoria P and all her drama, which was incredible to watch. I'm going to be honest. It was incredible. So we already said before, Demi, oh Lord, everything with Demi was just so.
Dude, what the fuck happened to her?
I don't know.
I mean, like, for real, what in her life happened that she has made this transformation? And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but something happened to make this drastic transformation.
I heard someone say that their opinion is that she's just super insecure because, like, she is one of the oldest in the sense of it's been 2 or 3 years since her season aired, and most of these people are from newer seasons. So right. She is still trying to be relevant. You know what I mean? And
I would, sincere question here, why would changing the way she talks help her become more relevant? What does that have to do with feeling like
she's trying to like stand out, like she's trying to still be a big personality. Like on Colton's season, she was a big personality. Like she acted this way, she said stuff like this, and then when she came on Bachelor in Paradise, 1, she was already in a relationship, which is funny that she was calling Brandon out for that when she was in a relationship when she came, and 2, like she showed up. She was one of the first people, if I believe, on Bachelor in Paradise. So like she showed up and people knew her, and it was all about Demi showing up, coming on the beach. Like it was a big deal. So for like, you know what I mean? Like I think the way that she's talking is she's just trying to be divisive. And she's always been like that. Like if you follow her on Twitter, like She says stuff like that. She says stuff all the time.
See, I'm not talking about what she says.
The way she acts?
Yes, the way, like that.
It's what girls do when they're, it's what some.
Before, she did not talk like that. She did not have this personality. She
did back in Colton season.
But, oh my God, dude. But I have not seen Colton season. And
yes, but I'm saying you can't say she hasn't acted like that when she has. You just haven't watched it.
We've talked about this last week, and we talked about the same thing, and I was like, we established that I know, but I can only talk of what I'm comparing to. And when you tell me she acted this way before that, that's still red flags for me. If I'd known that for Bachelor in Paradise, I'd be wondering why she had this drastic personality change. But I'm just saying, like, we both know that all I have for comparison is Bachelor in Paradise. So when I'm talking about the change and she's completely different, I'm talking about that.
Yes.
So I just want to get that out there because I'm trying to tell you, like, it's true if you watch them. There's a huge difference between her last time on Bachelor in Paradise and her now. There's a difference, and that's all I'm saying. I want to know what that change is. But you're sitting here like, I don't know, man. You're like, she always.
But because she acted like that before, like that is relevant. Like the fact that when she was on Colton's season and she acted like that because she was trying to get Colton's attention, to now when she came on Bachelor in Paradise, had a girlfriend, she didn't have to act that way. She didn't have to try and get attention because she already had a girlfriend. Back to now when she's single and now she's acting like that again. So it's relevant. Yes, thank you, Kaylin. Maybe it's because last season she was coupled up. So that's why, like, you keep asking why she acts different. I'm trying to tell you that's why she's acting different. It's all relevant. You need all the facts. Like,
so she's never real ever in a relation. Or so what is the real her then? Is the real her this?
Are any of these people real? Do we see the real side of any of these people? No.
No, but I mean, damn it, dude, we got it. We're talking about like what we see, what we're presented with. That's all we can go off of.
Yes.
And within that realm, we are free to discuss and speculate anything in the world because that's what we're presented. So, I mean, I don't know. You're killing me this week, Sarah.
Okay, I don't want to talk about Demi anymore because you're kind of pissing me off. So we're going to move on. So Demi came in, her and Brendan, it was a mess. Brendan's looking like a fuckboy. And I don't really care about them.
What exactly is a fuckboy? I've heard the term, but I don't know exactly what it means.
It's just a guy that, like, doesn't really ever have intentions of really being in a relationship, but will, like, lead a girl on. Okay. And, like, tell her all the things, like, you want to hear, but isn't ever really clear that there's boundaries. Or will then also, like, turn it around, like, oh, you liked me too much. Like, I made it clear I never liked you. And it's like, no, like, you led me on. That's kind of what
I think it would be a lot worse than that.
I mean, yeah, there's different, yeah.
It just sounds like
that too. He's a fuckboy in the sense that he is like, I don't know, just his intentions, he's not really coming across, like, the whole Piper thing. Where he wasn't upfront about it and the whole beach knew and he was like, well, how does everyone know? Like, you should have came and been upfront with people and told them, we met up. I'm waiting for her. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, plus this is like high school cliques, dude. You know, people like, dude, my grandma used to tell me this. I grew up in a small town and she used to have this little thing, you know, that we live in such a small town, you know, you fart in the morning and the whole town knows by afternoon. And it's one of those situations. They're like a high school clique. So if I text you, somehow it's going to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Not know that everybody's going to know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Especially because a lot of them are all friends with each other. So they're going to tell. Right. And, yeah. So him acting surprised, and even when Thomas like showed up and he was like, "Oh, you guys all talked about me." It's like, yeah, of course they talked about you. What else are they gonna do? Like, that's what people do. They gossip. It's fine. Then okay, so the big thing on Monday's episode was Victoria P, James, Jordan, whatever she called him. Oh, that was so bad. That poor. I want to say poor girl because she's getting like raked through the mud right now, but also it was her own actions and like, yeah, it was really bad. If she would have been upfront and even like, she definitely was leading him on, right? Like, she was really, because it was different than like, hey, I'm just really trying to stick around, like I see this more as a friendship, but she was really trying to act like she was into him. And in all the interviews multiple times on multiple nights and multiple different outfits, she was always like, what's his name, his name? Like, you've talked to this guy for probably like hours and you still don't know his name. Like, terrible.
No shit. And there was something specific. Do we know for sure that she was in a relationship with someone? Like, all the people
no,
but has it been confirmed or not?
She went on a podcast and said that they were broken up. That they did date in February, but they were broken up by the time that she went on the show. But I think she's lying because even at the end when she left in the limo, she legit said like, oh, and I have something waiting for me at home, or I know like everything I want is back home waiting for me. So it was just kind of like, okay, so you were still open with this guy. And the fact that Tammy and Kelsey were like, we live in Nashville, we seen her with this person. You know what I mean? Like, they had actual, like, a lot of details. Like, they were together Wednesday night. They were sleeping together. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that sounded like, like literally they fucked Thursday night.
Yeah. Like what? It didn't seem like they were just kind of, like, making stuff up. But they were like, yeah, they lived together. They have a dog together. They did this. Like, they had the details. Like, they knew.
They're like, they have a dog together, and the dude kind of gave that look like, dude, that's serious.
Oh, that is serious.
It is, but it was just really funny. Hey, let me bring something up. I didn't have the comments up before, but I just read this. Kaylin, okay, now I get it. Sorry. I just was in a different line of thinking. I was in a different lane.
You say sorry to Kaylin, but not to me when you're yelling?
No, I'm saying sorry to you. I'm saying Kaylin explained it, and now I get it.
Yes.
Kaylin,
that's why I was just trying to back up your point by saying, yes, she is acting different, but because, like, when she's single, she acts different than when she was with someone in a committed relationship, and I think that's why. I think she was trying to act more outrageous and more, like, some girls just act really obnoxious when they're trying to get attention from guys, and I think that's why. Where last season she already had whatever her name was, so she didn't have to act as crazy Christian because she didn't really want a relationship.
And I feel I don't feel bad for any of these people. I don't know them, but but on that note, like,
I still feel bad.
Is a guy who I would much rather date the person she was on Bachelor in Paradise. You know what I mean? Than this, whatever this is now and before Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Like you're saying she's trying to get attention. That's not the kind of attention I'm.
But you can tell a lot of the guys are like, don't like it's too much. It's way too much.
Right on. Maybe I'm just really that disappointed that she let me down because I really liked her a lot, man.
Yeah.
I thought she was awesome. But anyway, sorry. But Kaylin, thank you for.
Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you for backing me up.
Thank you for explaining that to me, Kaylin. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So yeah, we had the Victoria and James, Jordan. Oh my gosh. They did talk.
I said woman-splaining, and we lost a viewer right after I said that.
I can't even say he was joking because.
No, I was joking.
Just kidding.
Is woman-splaining.
You're right. I don't know what's happening. Well, okay, so James calls out Victoria, and then Victoria's like, "You're being really aggressive." She's like, "I need you to like calm down," and he was so calm. I was like, "This poor girl." This is an example, I think, of therapy not working, or people taking their therapy like, you know what I mean, like the wrong way, because just the way, like, she wasn't confronting anything and was just kind of using it as an excuse in the sense where like Tammy and Kelsey were calling her out as her friends and were saying like, "We love you, this is what you're doing is wrong," and she was like, "Well, I gotta set boundaries, I need to do this," like saying all the therapy lingo, which is great and wonderful that she's getting therapy, that's fantastic, but in the sense that like it was kind of just an excuse, and what she was using was to just get away from the confrontation, because Kelsey was like, "You're not setting boundaries, you're running away, like you're not having a conversation with us, like that's what real friends do, they call you out on your bullshit whether you want to hear it or not," and that's what they were trying to do. And like,
I have a question for you though, because I don't know how the chick dynamic works. So okay, so you're saying, you know, like they're calling her out as friend, like they're friends, they're calling her out as a friend. It's not malicious, it's nothing personal. If that's the case, wouldn't a friend do that at least before telling the guy? So there is no friends here. Let's you know, right?
Yeah,
am I right or am I wrong? Because
you're right. I don't entirely buy the friendship. Because to me, it felt, even when they were saying like, we're friends. On Peter's season, they all three of them had drama with each other. So I was like, are you guys really friends? Because I felt the same thing. Like, yeah, a true friend would have gone up to Victoria before they talked to James and said like, "Hey, what you're doing is wrong." And then she said, "Oh," and maybe they did and we didn't see it. Because she could have been like, "Well, I'm just gonna keep," you know what I mean? Like, we don't know. Then if they went up to him, that's different. Like, we talked to her, she didn't change her actions. Poor James, we should go talk to him. I think that's okay. But if they didn't go talk to her and just talk to him, yeah, that's not really true friendships. And you can't really claim like, well, it was for your best interest. Like, no, it wasn't. Like, you just kind of threw her under the bus. But I mean, she dug herself her own grave, and especially the line of the night was when she was like, "I don't even know your last name," and he was like, "Well, it doesn't sound like you know my first name either." I was like, perfect. Perfect. And then she left, and she just sent herself home, and that just made her look super guilty. So it was like, okay, like, what was the point?
She'll be back in the future on any other shows?
I think she's done.
Done.
I think she's done. I don't think she needs the other shows. I don't know. I think, yeah, she has her Nashville boyfriend.
Yeah. Here's a question also. So say that she really did, at the time of the filming, she really did have a boyfriend back home. He obviously would know she's going there. So what's the mutual arrangement between them that benefits them as a couple for her?
Well, she'll get tons of followers, and she even said that he wanted her to go, was like, "You should go and meet other people," and people were saying it was because he's trying to be a country singer, like a famous country singer in Nashville, aspiring singer. So it probably somehow it could have worked out if she got to the end, and I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, maybe she had in her mind that she could run off and be like, "There's this guy back home," and bring him on. Like, I don't know, but try to get discovered.
I don't know.
There's other ways.
Famous, man. You know, like, share your girlfriend and fucking put your relationship in jeopardy to try to get famous and shit. That sounds really crazy to me.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. But she left, went home, and then at the end, one of those episodes, I don't even know, we had Kelsey ended up going home, and Serena P and Queen Victoria, Goddess Victoria, did end up leaving first rose ceremony. That's okay.
Yeah.
She won't be missed.
I thought for sure that Carl would have to resort to her.
Yeah, he had Deandra. They were like making out.
I know.
I was like,
that karate thing was absolutely ridiculous, but I'm so glad that it happened and that we saw it.
It was so funny. Oh, we got to talk about the intros. We finally got our intros.
Yeah, the intros are back.
Yay! I love the intros. I was kind of disappointed by them because I felt like a lot of them this year. I like the ones that are like funny and like sticky. Is that the word? Like, yeah, when they like play into like their characters they were on The Bachelorette or Bachelor. Like Brendan had like a turtleneck on because he always wore turtlenecks on Tayshia's season. Or I don't like Connor B in the cat costume because it's kind of getting on my nerves. But like I like the things that are like that. I don't like the ones where they're like just looking really hot or like Aaron's coming out of the water and he's like, I don't like that because I'm like, okay, you're taking it too serious. Like I want you to look like an idiot. Like I want to have fun with these kind of things. But I'm glad they're back, and it's what makes the show for me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Connor B, we're gonna move on to Tuesday's episode. Oh boy, Connor B is really getting on my nerves. Cat boy, he is really using that as a way. He's just like, this is my thing. I'm gonna get famous off of this. Him singing his song. Why are you laughing?
I love how you don't like him. Do
you like it?
I don't like him, but I love that you don't like him. It's funny.
Did I used to? Oh yeah, I was obsessed with him, wasn't I?
Yeah, it's so funny. I dig it.
No, it's getting on my nerves because like he got to play 2 songs at the end of the episode, which was really funny. That the one song he was playing was when they were having sex. I was like,
did they actually have sex?
Oh, they were having sex.
I mean, I heard the moans, but
she was they were for sure.
There could have been like, pickle tickle or,
They both said that they were really sexual people. So like,
yeah, they boned.
They were in the boom boom room. Like,
oh, that was the boom boom room?
That was the boom boom room.
So that's why that look was so huge on his face in the previews for next week when she goes, they spent the night together, and he just goes,
yeah.
I can't wait for next week now.
Yeah. Kaylin said, are we going to talk about the change of host? Yes, thank you. Oh, she says something else too. I hate Connor's singing thing. I wish someone would smash the ukulele. Me too, because it's so obvious that he's just doing it to get the attention, like the clout. And that's what bothers me. It's just Jed all over again. And I can't stand it. Like, I can't stand it. Anyway, the change of host. Yes. I was really surprised that they changed hosts so quickly. I thought we'd get more David Spade, which I really like David Spade. He did the entrances, and then he did the opening of the first rose ceremony, and then left. And yeah. I was like,
and then he cried in the vehicle.
That was funny. That was great.
Split second, I thought that was really one of the girls crying on the way.
I was like, wow. I thought David Spade was great. I liked kind of the vibe he brought. And then we have Lance Bass, which goes to answer another question that we had with David Spade. How many viewers do you think know who Lance Bass is?
Probably none.
I don't know. I am just on the edge.
Let me do an experiment here, kind of a comparison.
Don't ask me.
Do you know who Jordan Knight is?
No. Maybe. The name sounds familiar.
Well, this was the perfect comparison because he's New Kids on the Block, which was hot when I was a kid. Sync was hot when you were a kid, so you know. Well, I was born in 96, so I think I just missed Backstreet Boy and Sync. Like, damn, you were 2 years old when I graduated high school, man.
Wow, that's wild.
That's an eye opener for you.
Yikes! He was in Sync, right? That's the other thing.
Yes.
Lance Bass is in Sync. Okay.
Yeah, and then
everybody.
Backstreet Boys were the other ones.
That's Backstreet.
Nick Lachey was that 98 degrees bullshit.
Yeah. Is it okay? Tammy said they played the what is it? It's gonna be May, that song, and that's how Lance Bass came out. And then Tammy said something about, oh, some of these boys are gonna be bye. But is it bye Backstreet Boys?
No, that is.
It is NSYNC. I thought that was Backstreet. Okay, I'm just an idiot because I was like, why would she sing a Backstreet Boys?
It's also one of the stupidest videos. Got them, like their puppets and their strings. Yeah, that's NSYNC. Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, I know. Anyway, I thought Lance was great. I thought he brought a different energy than David Spade, like a younger energy, even though he's.
Well, I mean, he's
40s.
Younger than David Spade.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting that they didn't pick. I don't know what the age demographic for the show is. That maybe it is Backstreet Boys and NSYNC age. That they didn't pick people that were like.
Hold on.
Younger.
Hold on. Which? Hold on. No, this one here.
Which Backstreet song? I was singing Backstreet's Back. All right, do. Oh yeah, we're back again.
You're crazy.
Everybody, yeah. The Backstreet Boys showed up on a season of The Bachelor, and they danced.
What's that?
Anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, we had Lance Bass. He hosted a date with Riley and Marissa, and let's just get. It was a weird date.
Just like fucking standing there and shit the whole time and hanging out.
Yeah.
Games and shit. It's like I went on a date and we had a host. It's just insane.
Yeah, that one was really weird, especially how they were playing it up with Marissa telling Riley, like, I've never had a date. I've never been on a proper date. So I was like, oh, that's really nice. She's going to have this really nice, beautiful, like, first date. And it was like this weird, weird food.
Did she mean she'd never been on a date in real life or in the game or in the game?
She went home, both. She went home night one on The Bachelor, and then she said that she's never been on a proper date. She went like mini golfing, but never like a dinner date with anyone before.
That's cool. Like, do her thing. I don't give a shit, but like I just realized that she
millennials. Sorry.
The dude on her first date, like not a first date with a guy, her first date ever, and she.
You go, girl. Yeah,
dude, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I'm old school. You know, like 3 days and then you call her back. Third date, and you're getting in there like Flynn but I don't know, man. Like first date ever. Man, if my life would have gone that way, imagine what my life would be like today if the first date I ever went on at 16 years old, I got laid. That would be, I don't know, kind of cool.
She started singing Backstreet's Back when talking about Lance Bass. Yes, I did. I didn't think I sang it loud enough for people to realize. And when I was singing it, I was like, oh, wait, that's Backstreet Boys. Sorry. I was too young. I didn't know the difference. I'm sorry. I still don't really know the difference. One has Justin Timberlake. One has is NSYNC Justin Timberlake?
Yes.
Okay, why don't we get him on the show? Like,
there we go.
Joey Fatone, that's Backstreet Boys, right?
Joey Fatone, man, that dude cracks me up.
Is he Backstreet Boys or is he NSYNC?
NSYNC as well, yes.
I know all the people, I just don't know what band.
Those are the only three names that I know from NSYNC is Joey, Lance, and James. And
you said Nick Lachey was 98 degrees?
Yes, because he's from Cincinnati. That's how I know that.
Oh. Okay, we gotta keep going through. So we had Riley, and Riley came down. Kaylin said earlier in the chat that she didn't really like Riley. I don't remember where it was, but she said, I don't like Riley as much as I did before. He came in with a little bit too much cockiness. I agree, but also he is ripped. Like, he had a reason to be cocky. Like, oh my God.
he's a lawyer, so he's definitely got that confidence, command.
Yeah.
When he speaks, like in the girls, they seem to enjoy it when he was like, "All right, guys, you're going to be taking a back seat." For I mean, he's assertive, and he's
that's hot.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
like he came in, he knew he came in, and he was like, "Okay, I'm going to talk to all you ladies. Like, let's go." Like, I was okay with it. I thought he was going to take Tajwan for a second because she was like freaking out. Yeah. And then she took once Marissa said, "I've never been on a date," I was like, "Oh, she's going on the date." And she did, and they seem to have good chemistry, and I really like her. She's really cute, and just kind of quirky. And when she came down that dress, and everyone was like, "Woo!" and Connor was like, "Poor Connor." Was just kind of there sitting for her, and he's like, "But at least I got to see you in your dress." I was like, "Oh, that's so nice." It's so nice.
Toward the end of the night, when they're showing a clip of Connor sitting there. It was after he was playing the ukulele, and Trey is like, "Man, Connor needs to close his eyes for what's coming." And it's just like everyone there is like they're looking at him like
they know.
He has no idea what's about to happen.
I do like how Connor was kind of when Marissa got picked for the date. Connor was like, wasn't really freaking out like how Joe always freaks out when like Serena got picked. And for the date, like Connor was like, "This is paradise. This is why we're here. We're here to explore options with other people. Like, it's okay." Like, I really did like that. Even if he was maybe lying to make the situation better and didn't really believe it. Like, I like the fact it seemed genuine to me that he was just kind of like, "I'm not going to be possessive over her. We've only technically been together for 2 days. Like, it's okay." And I really like that. I thought it was sweet.
Dude, he's living in a completely different reality if he can watch her walk away with that dude and think that he has a shot in hell. You know what I mean?
I think he's there to promote his music, but well, that's the tea.
Maybe that's why he's so nonchalant about
it. That's what I'm saying. I think he's just like, "Yeah, it's fine, whatever. I just came here to get a record label. Like, it's good point. Yeah. It's fine." Anything else about Marissa and Riley? I think we...
No. Although I did think it was funny how salty the Tajwan reacted when she wasn't picked for the date. But at the same time, I also felt bad for Trey. I mean, she was pouting and acting like a fucking little girl right in front of him, dude. And that must have made him feel like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell. Well, even Tajwan even said, like, Riley was who I wanted to meet. Like, I was here to meet Riley. And you could tell that Trey, I think, likes her more than she likes him. Also, the fact that she brought up Trey's uncle again in this episode. She's like, he's still a better kisser than his uncle.
Maybe, here's a theory for you. Maybe in reality, she is still into his uncle, and she keeps bringing it up, and especially, like, he's a much better kisser than Uncle Trust, like, trying to get under his skin and make him jealous.
Yeah, maybe. Did you see the picture of Trey's uncle going around?
No, I didn't.
He's handsome. He's a good-looking guy.
All right, I'm going to have to look this up real quick.
I want him to be the Bachelor. Like, he's a good-looking guy. She said, "I'd rather deal with Riley's personality than ever have Connor sing me a fucking song."
For real? Yeah, hey man, I just pulled up a picture of his uncle. Yeah, they should put him on one of these shows. That would be
he's a good-looking guy. Go ahead and look it up. Uncle something. I don't know what his name is.
No, I just did. Yeah.
Kaylin said, I think Serena and Joe are really cute. That will lead us into our final thing, is Thomas. I also think Joe and Serena are really cute. I watched the season, just rewatched it, with Joe and Kendall, and I thought they were just a really cute couple, and I really thought they were going to get married. So for me, watching this, it's like, all right, here we go again. But I really like Serena. I think they're really matched really well. I think their personalities kind of blend pretty like perfect. They're both like kind of awkward, and I love that.
That Kendall comes back later on, doesn't she?
Yes, and that's going to be messy.
Oh, like,
I can't. So Thomas shows up, of course, and Thomas just said, like, I know I'm coming into this thing late, which I was like, dude, this is like day 4. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not literally day 4. Like, shut up. So Thomas comes in and all the guys are like freaking out, which I thought was really funny. And once again, I don't really know why Thomas is the bad guy. Like, I don't, except for the fact that obviously, like, he has a move, and his move is that he brings up how tall he is, because he did it with every single girl that we saw.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't understand.
I think that's his move. Like, I think that's his, like...
I mean, what kind of a move? What does that move accomplish?
I think girls like guys that are tall. Like, that's just a more...
So you can't see that with your own 2 eyes? You need the guy to continue?
No, I think that's the point. I think that's his move, but he doesn't realize it, that, like, that's not a good move. Like, that girls... I don't think it's a good move. I just think that's his thing, is that he mentions how tall he is to kind of be, like, a conversation starter. But the fact that he did it with every girl, and even Aaron would say, like, I'm sure they're over there talking about how tall he is, and then it would cut to a different girl. He's like, oh, yeah, I can't hit my head because I'm 6'6". Like, you know what I mean? Like, he would say, like, yeah, I can't, I need to duck, or you need to tell me. And that would lead to every girl saying, oh, how tall are you? And then he'd go, oh, 6'6". Like, I think he was like, yeah, girls like tall guys, so I'm going to mention it. And girls are like, okay, I literally don't care. Like, I don't.
Right.
I can see you're tall. Like,
is there such a thing as too tall?
6'6".
There you go.
Yeah, I think there is. Like, for me, I didn't want to date someone that was way too much taller. I'm 5'7", so I'm kind of average, I guess. Maybe a little bit higher than average for females. So for me, there isn't that much of a height difference. But I mean, Serena's like 5'2".
Yeah, that's crazy.
They were like a whole like foot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's too tall for me, I think.
Right.
I don't know about that one. But yeah, Thomas talked to all the girls, ended up taking Serena, which seemed like fun, seemed like they had a good date. And then she came back and was like, I told him I don't want to date him because he's too much drama. And I was like, okay. Like, why didn't we see? It was weird. It just kind of felt like a waste, right. Honestly. Same with the Brendan and Demi thing, where like Brendan was like, I want to date other people, but
she flipped the fuck out for no reason, and bad too.
She was like, I'm the cream of the fucking crop. Like, I was like,
dude, she needs to talk to somebody if she isn't.
But the fact that she was coming in and talking of this whole deal, like, I'm gonna steal all these men, I'm gonna talk to everyone, and when the first guy turns her down, and she's like, I didn't come here to flirt with a bunch of people, it's like, what? That's literally what paradise is. Like, what? You're not making sense. Like, yeah. You want to be coupled up on your first day? I don't understand. Like, anyway, it was just weird. Yeah, Thomas came in. Really, the drama is that he apologized to all the guys, and then instantly there was more drama with Trey. And it was just kind of like, all right, I don't know. I think he just gets a bad rep, but I also think he might have one of those personalities that's like really sneaky. On camera, it's hard to tell if he's genuine or being sneaky, and it might just be like an energy thing you get from meeting people in real life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like he seems he doesn't have any actions yet on camera that are like, oh yeah, you're really like how Carl has some actions that were like, you're kind of questionable. But it could also be he could just be really sneaky and be really, like Aaron keeps saying, he's manipulative, and that could be hard to watch on camera. You know what I mean? Like, that could be hard to pick up. So I don't think he's...
Do you think he's going to get a rose?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I don't know well, yes, because we see him in future...
Oh, right. I don't know.
Maybe, actually, I don't know, because all the stuff we see could be next week's episode before the rose ceremony. So I don't know. Maybe.
Never know.
You never know. Yeah. So I don't think Thomas is as terrible as Aaron likes to say he is, which is really funny. But also at the same time, I'm like, Aaron, you're like 28, and I think he's like around 28, and you have such a grudge against this guy. Like, let it go, my man. Like, let it go. Like,
that you don't really know, you know?
Yeah, you don't know. You spent like 2 weeks with this guy, if that, and you're calling him your number one enemy. He was like, he's my enemy. It's like
Superman and General Zod, and he doesn't even know the guy. And it's like,
yeah, that's kind of wild. And then Kaylin, I just want to say, Kaylin's also, Tajwan is also sweating her ass off. She's angry. I feel that my AC broke in August. No, that's terrible.
No.
But, Tajwan always bringing up how hot it is. I mean, they don't have air conditioning there or, like, really fans.
And their private rooms?
No, there's no air conditioning. That's why they're always hot.
Shit.
Yeah, that's why they're always in the pool, because they want them to be in the pool. Or like, you know what I mean?
At least let them have it in their bedroom for when they sleep at night, for fuck's sake, man.
They said, I just heard in an interview that they were saying that there's no air conditioning in the rooms and only a couple of the bunks have fans on them. So it's like, they probably have like the high ceiling fans and stuff, but that doesn't do anything when it's hot air. It's just pushing the hot air around. And we also saw the clip. I mean, they also said there's literally crabs everywhere, and we saw the clip of her on the... I would rather deal with crabs than spiders, because she was like, they're worse than spiders. Like, all you gotta do is just pick them up. Like, crabs they don't hurt that bad. I don't know.
I kept looking at the screen going, just pick it up, dude.
Especially those kind of crabs. Like, they're cute crabs. Like, they're not like the crabs that you get, like, in the ocean. Like, I mean, they are. That doesn't make sense. Like, they... You know what I mean? Like, I don't think those aren't the crabs that you eat. Like, the fishing crabs, like, those ones are wider and pointier. Those ones are scary. These ones just have, like, the little, like the little legs that can't really hurt you. Like,
pick it up from the back and it can't or anything. They
don't even look like they have pinchers, though. Maybe they do. I don't know. Like, just pick it up and just chuck it. They're fine. They're sand crabs. They're not really ocean crabs. They're sand crabs. So
eat it. Maybe it's good.
Yeah. You never know. Anyway, I think that's it. Did we cover everything important?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Looking forward to Lil Jon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But again, okay, Little Jon. Do people my age or younger really? My age know who Little Jon is, but I'm just confused why they didn't pick at least one more person that's like, I don't know, who's a celebrity that people my age care about. I don't know. Harry Styles. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like someone that would get my age or younger to watch the show. Like I just think like, oh, Lance Bass and David Spade. No one knows who David Spade is. Like,
get out of here.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you're right. Get out of here. Nobody knows who the hell he is.
Like, it's just weird. Or at least, like, have past Bachelor people come back and host. I mean, we have Wells, and we love having Wells. And I liked him doing the rose ceremony. Like, that was fine. Like, but why don't we have, like, Batch royalty people, couples from Paradise come back? Because that will get your old people to come back and watch the show. You know what I mean? Like, it's just an interesting choice. But anyway, I think that's everything. There's a lot in these 2 episodes, but honestly, a lot of it was just like stupid stuff.
Yeah, sorry about the Demi thing at the start of the show.
It's okay. We're still friends. We got to the point that we needed. I'm right and you're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Thank you, Kaylin, for clearing up the air between saving a friendship, you know. Anyway, yes, exactly. Okay. We're ending on this note. I'm sorry. Crabs are seriously no big deal. Pick it up by the back legs and toss it. Yes, exactly. That's all you gotta do, especially those crabs, because they're just the little sand crabs. So you just That's it.
Yep.
Anyway, until next time, Jay Wade, where can the people follow you?
Hey, y'all can follow me on the Twitter at jwade1134. That's the letter J, WADE1134. Also follow at the JCast Network on the Twitter. Yeah, we got a lot of other different kinds of content and shows going on here on this network too. So, yeah.
Yes. And you can follow me on Twitter at SCBOC, SSEABOCK, and the Go Get That Rose Twitter at Go Get That Rose. And we will be back next week to recap 2 more episodes, oh my gosh, of Bachelor in Paradise. See you then. Bye-bye.
You want to hear something funny? The mic wasn't on that whole time.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow.
So smooth.